A young man rescued a Labrador dog from a stream and gave his reward to a shelter. Anyone who has lost their pet knows how difficult it is to cope with the resulting emotional state. And if the lost animal has some kind of disease, in such cases even the ground disappears from under your feet. Fortunately, there are still people who are ready to help in a hopeless situation. Today's story took place in California with a Labrador named Cole. At the time of his disappearance, Cole was 12 years old and had absolutely no vision. Yes, dogs have a well-developed sense of smell, but it is quite difficult for such animals to navigate the terrain. The owners searched for Cole for a whole week, but in vain. People were told that during this time the dog could have died from the paws of predatory animals. But the owners were not going to give up. She distributed leaflets throughout the city about Cole's disappearance, hoping for help from others. One day, the dog's owner's neighbor, Dan Etrid, was walking his pets with his friends in the forest. And when they passed by the river, they saw in it what looked like a heap of garbage. Having looked closely, the man recognized the blind dog. He, of course, knew that his neighbors had lost their dog. The first thing the men thought was that the dog had drowned. But based on certain signs, it became clear that the dog could still be saved. Don went into the river and pulled out Cole, who rejoiced at her savior. It turned out that Cole was so weak that he could not move on his own. And this was not surprising because he had not eaten anything for more than a week. Don had to carry the dog on his shoulders. The savior's friend informed the owners about the joyful discovery, and the latter immediately went to meet them. The family unification was so touching that it brought tears to everyone present. Don did not accept a reward for saving the dog, but asked to donate the money to an animal rescue fund or shelter.